Good morning and welcome to our daily devotional from Pilgrim Congregational Church. I'm Patrick Horn. Very glad to have you with us on this Thursday, December the 8th, 2022, as we continue our look at Psalm 146. And this morning I would like for us to focus on the central passage of this psalm, which really does reveal what it means to trust in God, to place our faith and trust in God. Remember that the psalm begins by advising us not to put our faith and trust in princes or rulers because they are mortal. So a warning against putting our trust in human beings, that is our ultimate trust. And now, in the central part of the passage, I think we get fairly clear instruction on what it means to trust God. And I do believe that this was also the central message of the gospel, the central message of Jesus' teaching and ministry, that the kingdom of heaven has come and that it's in our hearts, it's among us, and that the way that we fulfill that coming kingdom is to participate in it and to align our lives, our activities, our own wills with the will of God as it is laid out in the book of Psalms. And right here, verses 7 through 9 of chapter 146, I think we have a pretty clear picture of God's will and how we are to align ourselves with that will. Psalm 146, 7 through 9. Who executes justice for the oppressed, who gives food to the hungry. The Lord sets the prisoners free. The Lord opens the eyes of the blind. The Lord lifts up those who are bowed down. The Lord loves the righteous. The Lord watches over the strangers. He upholds the orphan and the widow, but the way of the wicked he brings to ruin. So, very powerful message here, I think, and also fairly clear and explicit about what it means to align oneself with God's will. We could, of course, spend lots of time debating policy and how to carry out these various things, but that's okay. What is important is that we remember the central features of God's will, which is justice for the oppressed, food for the hungry, setting prisoners free, opening the eyes of the blind, lifting up those who are bowed down, loving those who are righteous, and watching over the strangers and holding up the orphan and the widows. There is this difficult passage about the wicked coming to ruin, and we could talk about that some more at some point, but I do think that the basic message for us is don't participate, of course, in helping the wicked to succeed. Again, powerful message, fairly explicit, fairly clear about how we are to align our wills with the will of God. And I think the central message of the gospel as well. Let's close with this word of prayer from Robert Hawker, writing in the 1700s, late 1700s. His prayer: with what humble confidence may a poor sinner such as I am look up and tell him of the glories of his cross, now shining in the glories of his crown. Will I not hope, dear Lord, by the sweet influence of your blessed Spirit, to make every day a coronation day, when by faith I crown you, my true and lawful sovereign? I desire to bring every thought and affection of my poor heart into obedience to you. I want to bow the knee of my heart before you and with holy joy confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. Amen. Thank you for joining me this morning from Pilgrim Congregational Church. I'm Patrick Horn, and I hope that you have a very good day. Goodbye.